The holiday season is in full swing, and depending where you are in your holiday prep, your focus might be switching from purchasing holiday gifts to wrapping holiday gifts. We are very excited for today's video because we will be sharing our 14 favorite wrapping hacks. These are hacks that you will be able to use now and throughout the holiday season to make the entire process of wrapping your gifts easier. So let's get right into it. Hello, if you are new here, my name is Jacqueline Poole with Mod Assistants. Our team of personal and virtual assistants helps our clients in their everyday lives at home and within their business. Welcome back to our 30 days of holiday prep. We are posting every day here on our YouTube channel up to Christmas Eve with content designed to help you prepare to have an organized and joyful holiday season. And today we're focusing on wrapping. More specifically, our favorite hacks to make your holiday wrapping even easier. First things first, save those boxes that you're getting at your front door with all the shipments of your holiday presents. We guarantee you your front porch is full of boxes from Amazon, Target, Walmart, all of the different retailers that you purchased your gifts from. Do not throw those boxes out, save them, because it is always easier to wrap a box than to figure out how to wrap a really odd shaped item. So keep those boxes on hand, they will absolutely come in handy. Speaking of odd shaped items, especially small items, those can be really difficult to wrap. You don't want to throw it into a large box because that makes it very anticlimactic for the person opening the gift. So instead, use some household items to create the perfect little gift container for your small item. Grab that old toilet paper roll, paper towel roll, or even the roll that's used for your wrapping paper. Perhaps you made it through an entire roll and that piece of cardboard is left behind. That works wonderfully if you cut it into pieces to hold some of your smaller items. And then you can wrap a bow around it, make it really pretty and festive. And it's the perfect way to present small items that you might not have gift boxes for. Now let's talk actual wrapping paper. We have a few tips here involving the wrapping paper you're going to be using for this holiday. And our first suggestion is to create a theme with your wrapping paper. This does not mean we expect you to go out and buy expensive, overly ornamented wrapping paper. Absolutely not. The wrapping paper you can find at your local store or on Amazon works beautifully. But when you're picking out your wrapping paper, we encourage you to think about the colors within each of your wrapping paper choices to make sure it is cohesive. Within this series, 30 Days of Holiday Prep, we did an entire video about deciding on your theme for your holiday decorations. And this includes wrapping paper ideas. We will leave that video linked up here above and down in the description box should you need some inspiration when deciding on your wrapping paper theme. Every household presents their presents in a different way, and a wrapping paper hack that we love, especially for larger families, is to color code your wrapping paper. This means having a different color wrapping paper or a different pattern wrapping paper for each member of the family. This looks really fun underneath the Christmas tree, and it also saves you on having to worry about gift tags. So color coding your wrapping paper to each family member can be a really fun way to make the gift opening run a little bit more smoothly. If you have little ones in the room that are listening in, we are giving you a quick little warning about our next wrapping paper hack. We always like to have a separate wrapping paper for the big guy. We think this keeps the magic of the season for little children because their presents from Santa are wrapped in a special paper separate from the gifts that are wrapped from their family members. A lot of the times what we will choose is to do a wrapping paper with Santa on it, and that is a really easy way to distinguish that these gifts are from Santa. If you stick with this wrapping hack as a tradition, each year your kids will remember that any of the gifts under the tree that have Santa on them are from the big guy, and they are so excited to see those gifts. Here's a gift wrapping idea if you are very conscious of not producing a lot of trash. Of course, gift wrapping is a very fun tradition, but that wrapping paper immediately gets thrown into the trash after it is used. So if this is something that bothers you, we love the idea of using a fabric to wrap your gifts. Head down to your local fabric store, Michael's, Joann's, and you'll be able to find some really fun and likely affordable fabric options that you can reuse year to year. If you are going to go with this option, be sure to take a moment to really decide on what type of fabric you want to use, and don't force yourself into just choosing whatever is there. Perhaps you could add on this fabric gift wrapping idea year to year. This year you might only find 1 or 2 patterns you really like, and you need to supplement with some disposable traditional wrapping paper. But eventually you will be able to have a stockpile of enough fabric to use for all of your gifts, and that way you are not producing any trash. Okay, we've decided on our wrapping paper. Now let's talk about a quick hack that will save you some time before you actually get into the wrapping paper. And that is to use your handheld steamer on price tags to easily remove them. Depending on the item that you are gifting, it can be really frustrating to get that price tag off of the item without scratching at it, damaging your nails, or possibly damaging the item itself. So just take a few seconds with your warm handheld steamer and steam that price tag, and you'll see how easily it comes right off of the item. This will save you so much time and a lot of frustration as you're getting started with the gift wrapping process. Now let's get into the good stuff. We have 2 hacks involving actually wrapping gifts. When you are getting started with your gift wrapping, how often have you run into the situation where you've already cut the paper to fit the item, or perhaps you've gotten to the end of the roll and it is too short? We cannot even count how many times that has happened to us, and it is really frustrating. So we have a great tip on how you can still use that piece of wrapping paper and you don't have to throw it away or come up with some kind of solution to make sure it fits. All you have to do is turn that item on an angle. And you'll see here as you start to piece up the edges, it will all come together and it will look like one cohesively wrapped gift. Another hack that we love for wrapping our gifts is to use the wrapping paper and turn it into a bag for certain items. This is going to work really well if you are dedicated to your theme and you only want to use the wrapping paper that you've decided to fit into your theme. It is very easy to turn your wrapping paper into a bag, a really beautiful, fun bag for some items. This is not going to work for everything, especially items that are really heavy. Those might have to stick to traditional gift bags. But if you have some lighter toys, some lighter items that won't break through the wrapping paper, we love this hack. Let's talk gift tags. If you are not going with the color coding option that we talked about earlier, you're going to want to have some gift tags so everyone knows who the gift is for and who it's from. Instead of using those traditional gift tag stickers that we all know and love, consider some options of creating your own gift tags. If you are a DIY person, you will love our next 2 hacks. First off, use photos as gift tags. This is such a fun idea that we are seeing all over social media right now. If you have a high quality printer at home, you can very easily print up these images yourself on some stock paper, or send it to your local CVS or Walgreens, and you can affordably print up some small photos of the people in your family or those attending your holiday gift exchange. It is a really fun way to display who the gifts are for, and kids absolutely love it. They can dig through their presents and look for their face instead of their name. Another DIY option for gift tags is to utilize some of the old, unused holiday cards from the past. For whatever reason, you likely have a few left over from past years and they've been sitting there, you're not going to use them. So let's repurpose them and use them as gift tags. Simply take your old holiday cards and cut out sections of the card that you feel are interesting. Then you're just going to punch a hole in the top with a hole puncher and use some ribbon to wrap around your present. easy DIY option, and you're getting use of old holiday cards that were likely just going to sit around at your home or end up in the trash. One of our favorite hacks for Christmas morning or the day you're opening presents, we actually spoke about in our last holiday hacks video. We'll be sure to link that up here. But that is to use one of your old shipment boxes that you got with some of the gifts for the holiday season, wrap that box in some old holiday gift wrapping, and use it as a DIY trash bin on Christmas morning. We've all been there, everyone's opening the gifts, and they're just simply throwing the wrapping paper all over the room. And next thing you know, you're on your hands and knees picking up all of this gift wrap instead of paying attention and enjoying the moment. So have that box wrapped up ahead of time, ready to go and out in front of everyone. So as they're unwrapping the gifts, they can easily throw it into this DIY trash bin. It's fun, it's festive, and it's a way to keep the area clean and a little less hectic. Our last two wrapping paper hacks involve after the holidays for when the gift giving has already been done. Remember earlier when we talked about making use of paper towel rolls, toilet paper rolls, or the rolls left over from used up wrapping paper? Well, we have another suggestion of how to make use of those household items. And that is to use them around your wrapping paper to keep it in place when you're putting it into storage. So take your paper towel, toilet paper roll, or wrapping paper roll and cut a slit all the way up the side of the roll. Then you'll be able to fit it over your wrapping paper roll, but keep that wrapping paper in place and protective when you go to put it into storage after the season is over. It is a simple, easy DIY step to make sure your wrapping paper does not get destroyed when it is in storage. And our last wrapping paper hack is to use a storage bin for your wrapping paper. Just like we talked about in the last hack, this is going to keep your wrapping paper safe and sound when you are not using it, and that way it will be in great shape for you to use in years to come. There are lots of options at all of your local stores. We really love this holiday theme bag where you can store all of your wrapping paper, bows, gift cards, tape, ribbon, all kinds of things all in one place. And it zips up really easily into a bag that you can put in your storage bin. We've also made use of some harder case wrapping paper bins. So depending on your situation, how many wrapping paper options you have to store or what your storage looks like, either one of these are a great option. We will link both in the description box below if you're interested. And that is all for our wrapping paper hacks. We hope you enjoyed and found some of these hacks to be really helpful as you're jumping into the season of wrapping your gifts. Before you head out, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any more of our videos during our 30 days to holiday prep. We're posting every single day here on YouTube up until Christmas Eve, and we've got some great content coming out. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And we will see you in tomorrow's video. Happy wrapping!